I'm David Bartlett. By day I work at the Post and Echo, and by night I go home to do DIY. A bit sad, but I thought I could inspire you all to do something a little bit like I've done. So when I started out with this, one of my work colleagues said to me, yeah, go and renovate an Edwardian house, that's a bit Channel 4, isn't it? And yes, I suppose it is a bit Channel 4. Me and my wife used to sit in a little box house and we used to watch Sarah Beanie and watch all these idiots doing all the making these things going wrong. We thought, we can do that, that sounds easy, so we bought this house. It looks okay in the picture, but actually it was really run down. The roof was broken, the floors had termites in them, the walls were crumbling away, and basically had lots of problems, but we thought, we can do this, we're going for a laugh. So we bought the house and here we are. So really I want to inspire you guys that you can do this, that anyone can have a beautiful home if they do a lot of work themselves and they don't get lots of tradesmen in, because tradesmen will cost you a fortune. So really you've got to learn new skills. So this is our previous house where I learned how to fit a bathroom. Fitted the bathroom myself, it cost us about 600 quid, saved us lots of money, and we didn't have to pay somebody else to do it, and we got a nice bathroom and replaced the horrible peach coloured nastiness that was there before. Here we have sash windows in my current house. They'll cost you about 500 quid each to get renovated by a craftsman, but if you follow a process, if you learn it yourself, you can save a lot of money, which is what we're doing by doing it ourselves. So the best place to start is the internet, of course. Here I found this video on YouTube, how to do it. YouTube is also useful because this video is sponsored by a company called Enlighten. They sell the products for renovating sash windows, otherwise I couldn't find them on Google. You also need the right tool for the job. If you're going to be pulling a sash cord out of a window, you can't do that with your bare hands, you can't do it with a pair of pliers, you need a special thing that pulls it out. Get the right tool for the job, go to a tool hire place. There's also local hardware stores. The best place for advice is local hardware stores. Really lovely people, they'll help you out and they won't rip you off. You might pay double the price for something at home base, get it from a local hardware store. There's plenty of them across the other side, great. Budget well. Nothing is as cheap as you think it will be. My wife always loves to tell me, yeah, you said that was going to cost 50 quid, it's going to cost 200 quid. So this is more do as I say, don't do as I do, because everything always ends up costing more. And budgets balloon, and there we go. Probably the best piece of advice is do one room at a time. Don't do the bathroom first if you live in a, oh, that shouldn't be turned around the other way, but if you move into a house that has a horrible bathroom, do the bathroom first, because it's nice to be able to go to the bathroom in a nice room. Do a sitting room as well. Do this, make sure you've got a nice sitting room, somewhere you can actually relax when your body's knackered after 14 hours of work doing DIY on the weekend, and pull out nasty gas fires that might poison you and replace them with something a little bit nicer. Be careful. This is a burn that I inflicted on myself a couple of weeks ago. Starting to heal a bit, but that was from a heat gun when I was getting off a ladder from stripping paint with a heat gun and bashed myself with a heat gun, and there you go. Again, do as I say, not as I do. And also get the professionals in for the big jobs. You can't replace structural walls yourself. It's physically not possible. There's still work that goes in. It's very heavy for one, and it's just get the professionals in. Do it by the book. You'll get builders who come in and say, no, you don't need a structural engineer to give you to do some drawings. Yes, you do. You don't want your house to fall down. It'll cost you a bit of money, but do things by the book. Get planning permission if you need it. It's always better to do things the easy way. Expect the unexpected. Here is our garden being dug up. We had a lead water main that was 1,500 quid that we didn't expect to. So this is the whole thing about budgeting. Money that you may spend that you didn't want to spend. Set goals and be realistic. You might think that a job's going to take you 5 minutes and it may take you all day. Here you can see there's some cracks on the ceiling. It took me a day to sand them all after I'd filled them all in, so I was a broken man by the end of it, and I shouldn't have done it all in one day. Keep a sense of humour. There's lots of things that will go wrong, and if you think it can go wrong, it will go wrong, and learn to laugh, because otherwise you'll end up arguing with your other half, and you have to laugh about these things, because otherwise you will cry. Take breaks. Finish a room. Don't then move on to the next thing. Take a little bit of time to enjoy it. Don't always be rushing ahead. And also, let's be honest. If you're like me, you haven't got the money to do all the house at once, and My wife is expecting our first baby in October, and so that's our inspiration. We want to have a lovely family house, and that's why we're doing it. So I hope I've inspired you to do DIY as well.